Hi Virgo, and welcome to your mid-March Lenormand reading. My name is Julia Aurelia, and today I'm going to lay out the large spread, meaning 36 cards in which we can have a look into every area of life. So we are going to have a look into love, relationship, business, finances, and everything else that wants to come through for your upcoming month. This is a method that is mainly known in France and Germany. As you can hear, I'm from Germany. So this is a method from my country of origin. I live in the UK by now. So in the magical town of Glastonbury. So the heart chakra of the earth. And yes, I'm really looking forward to do this reading as I just love the Lenormand and how much you can see just by laying out this spread. This is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. Welcome also to the Cross Watchers. And this is the upcoming month. At the moment, I'm always doing mid-March readings from mid-March to mid-April. And within this time frame, there is important communication or paperwork which is connected to love in some shape or form, or something that you love. It might also hold important information, so important knowledge could come to you, but it might also mean that maybe some sort of chapter is closing. I'm always doing a couple of information messages that are coming through while I'm laying out the cards, because I just love that. And then we're going to dive deeper into every area of life. There's a bit stress and nervousness, possibly due to a change, maybe a big change in your life that is happening. This is the work card, which is a little bit in a difficult position, bit of confusion, stagnation energy. But I also love to give you a couple of things already so you can see if this is your reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then obviously this is not your reading. Then please check out your other placements. Obviously this cannot fit for every Virgo. So you might want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or if you have a lot of energy in a certain amount, in a certain sign, because maybe there's Mercury and Mars and Saturn, maybe your North Node. So just check out your other placements where you do have a lot of energy in. So, right. Oh, but that's also interesting. Yeah, new beginnings in business as well. This is your card. Just erase this person, put your image in. There's just an end. Wow, there's a significant ending, letting go process it's basically now. So a change, an ending, really a cut, a clear cut. It's going to be a bit challenging, however. Wow, super interesting. I can already feel this is a powerful reading. Let's see. Feels like you're taking action. You're the one taking action. You're getting things done in the upcoming month. Maybe things that also it's destined. The action you're taking is destined, but it also might be, there might be twists and turns, might be not a straight line. As you can see, like I said, this is your card. Erase this image, put your image in here. There's always, of course, another person, which is the masculine energy. So if you have a partner, this is your partner. But it can also refer to a person in your life, a friend, a colleague, a family member. So I'm going to read all of the significant cards, and I will also come back to this person. I think with Gemini, I had a very strong vibe that this person, this energy here was also another aspect of Gemini. So just take it as it resonates. This is your main energy. This is a person you're dealing with, no matter of their gender or another aspect of you. Just see what the messages are that come through and how they resonate. So let's have a look. I would say there's so much interesting stuff that I can see. We do see in the outer corners, work is a major thing. And I can see this is the house of work. a little bit like in astrology, you are in a transitioning phase in your work life. I see you're moving in a specific direction. You are maybe even expanding your horizon. You have new goals that you want to reach. It might mean that you're doing a training, a course, something where you gain some new experiences, some new knowledge. It might even mean that you are working with people, or that you're traveling for work, that something is really moving in work, which is quite nice, because I can also see that work has been, or there is also the energy of things not being quite clear connected to work, connected to a new beginning. This might relate to a new boss, how do you say that? A new boss, a new person of authority here, where things were a little bit confusing and stagnating. But I also see there is a, like I said, there is definitely a big letting go process when it comes to work. There is an ending, a completion. Yes, things might have been confusing. Maybe they still are connected to a new beginning. That might relate to someone in authority. It might relate to just a really personal new beginning in your business, in your career. Maybe you're stepping into the role of authority. May this be being self-employed, may this be in your company where you work at. But I do see that you are letting something go in your work life in order to move into something new. I feel there's a very karmic vibe connected to it. This could be a contract. So while the letter can talk about communication, and while there might be some sort of communication that might, even in relation to business, has been difficult, there might have been arguments or disagreements. It could have been a bit like a burden, maybe difficult communication. But in the end, I do also see, or maybe this is a contract that caused some conflict and where there was something difficult. But I can also see communication about a new offer, a new partnership, a new offer. There is communication about creating something connected to your work life. So this is all really exciting. I do see also there is growth, and it feels like something is balancing out. Something is going to become more peaceful connected to your work life. So that's already one really exciting thing I can see here for the upcoming month. What else? Let me see. Yeah, let's have a look into love, because if we read this as love, there is communication, deep communication connected to love, someone that you love within a relationship here. And there's also something connected to, there is something nagging on you. I feel like in a love connection or in a love relationship, there is the communication about what's worrying you. This might refer to a cut, to an ending, since this is the house of the scythe, and scythe being just here in front of you. So I do see very important communication about what's dear to your heart. Maybe you're talking about your history, your soul journey, basically. Maybe you're talking about that you want to end or close a chapter in your life. This communication is also holding a lot of important information for you. So maybe it could be secrets coming to light. It could also be information that you didn't have before is being brought to light, which is going to be very important considering the direction that you are going to move into in your life now, or possibly in love or the relationship. So there's something nagging on you, and what is nagging on you and could possibly matter of conflict within a relationship is maybe you feel isolated, maybe you feel alone. Maybe you feel there could be a matter of control. Maybe you feel like somebody is controlling and that is concerning you. Maybe there's a history of control connected to your love life, or something that is very, very dear to your heart. But it could also talk about, if you don't feel isolated, if you don't feel alone, then maybe there has been a withdrawal or a separation in some shape or form. And that is part of a conflict, because you're not quite sure, is this right? Is this wrong? I do see there is a decision here that is connected to a relationship. And I do also see that this decision is connected to something connected to loss. What we can see here is it's connected to a change. So there is a decision connected to a relationship, which is part of a change. This change is connected to this. It seems to be like a big change in your life. What we can also see is that could have been something connected to loss. So this decision is connected to loss, possibly the loss of peace or harmony. Maybe there was harmony and balance is lacking, was lacking. There could be the balance of the work-life balance. So that could be something that is why there is worry and concern, the fear of loss, something lacking, the energy of feeling alone, because possibly the work-life balance could have been out of balance, basically. I do also feel like for some of you, this might be a loss of a certain social circle, of friends, social circle, the loss of community, the loss of something lacking here, or something in your environment. There could be something lacking in your environment, which is somehow influencing the relationship, and therefore a decision connected to a change. So there is more in both cards. I know I'm doing both cards now together. Love could also always be something you're passionate about. So sometimes when we see the love card, the meanings connected to that energy could refer to your soul mission. So if you feel like your business is your passion, then obviously things around love, or the card of the heart, could also be related to work. But since this is close to each other, there is a connection, there is love or passion. So this is why I'm just reading those two cards, basically with all the messages that want to come through together. So hold on a second. This relationship, it does feel, and also connected to love, because this is the house of love. It could be quite emotional, could be a little bit of an up and down, could be very strong emotions being present in this relationship. And there is a very important decision. For some of you, this decision is lying already in the past. So strong emotions, strong emotional connection, decision in the past. That's one thing I see here. For some of you, maybe it's about closing a chapter, not being quite sure if this is right or this is wrong, but also there is the energy of something. I feel like something is going to come to light that might connect to a secret, or to being secretive, or deceit in the worst case scenario. But it could also simply relate to something coming to light connected to maybe just being not sure. Maybe you're very aware of, very consciously thinking about, I'm not sure if this is right, if this is wrong. There are certain information, maybe some sort of information that you received was false, and that is coming to light. And that doesn't need to mean it's a lie in that sense. It could simply mean you received some sort of information and it turns out that, oh, this actually wasn't true. Actually, it was a little bit different. So that's something we can see here as well. Connected to love, again, we do have a choice as well. So this is why I'm just reading all in one go, because it seems like this is all one thing. For some of you, this already happened in the recent past. A decision, not being quite sure. You feel a little bit torn. Is this right? Is this wrong? So messages are repeating when the energies are very close together. But I can see that there as well. We see love, we see confusion. It might be a love that maybe you're living with a person, maybe it's a family connection, the love for family. Could be feeling very at home with someone. There's a familiarity. But then again, some sort of confusion connected to love, to your home, to the possibly to the foundation. Do we have a good foundation? Is there a good foundation in love? Is there stability? Is there security in love? Maybe there is confusion connected to family or to the home. But what I can also see is that things are clearing up. So the Sun is the best card in the whole deck. And while there is a nervous energy, and you're thinking about it, you're thinking about the thing that is causing you stress in your private life, at the same time, I do see in the near future you're going to be very happy, and you're going to feel very happy connected to your private life, connected to your home life, whatever the thing is that gives you a bit of anxiety or stress and nervousness. Right, so this is all I can see for love and relationships. I do want to have a look around you now, and then we're going to move further. We did business already, so we're going to move further then into finances and to what about the other person here. So what I can see is that there is information, knowledge, might refer to a direction you want to move into, and it gives you a bit of anxiety and stress connected to that change. There is an ending straight ahead of you. And I feel it's going to be a very big, significant cut, ending, change in your life. There is a solution. The stress is going to be resolved. I can see this as well. So just hold on. It's going to work out. I see in the past, there might have been knowledge connected to certain organizations, governmental structures, bureaucracy, those kind of official, I don't know how, offices, buildings, where you might needed to be clever about something, needed to have a good strategy, but also connected to, this could also connect to a withdrawal, like closing a chapter, withdrawing, maybe being a bit insecure about it. Again, Fox could be the energy, is this right? Is this wrong? Maybe something is not working quite right here. Then again, I see the solution here is going to be a cut. So again, since this is literally just ahead of you in the super near future, there is going to be this really big cut. It's like I said, it's going to be challenging. There will be small things that will be just a little bit annoying, but I do see it's going to be resolved. So again, keep on going. There is improvement, even though you can't see it right now, but this change is going to improve something connected to your life. It's going to improve whatever is challenging. There might be a very again, this is the house of decision. So there might be a challenging decision. Maybe you're deciding actively to end a chapter in an area of life or in your life. Like I said, prepare yourself. You might need a bit of endurance, because there might be a couple of things that will make it a little bit difficult. But then again, also it could happen quite fast, an ending really coming in like this, and you're gonna be like, oh wow, that's done now, but it has been difficult. So we do have the difficulty energy here. Like I said, I can see you taking action connected to paperwork, you're taking action connected to paperwork, you're getting active. How do I say that? Sorry, sometimes my brain is just not functioning in English, and I'm torn between German and English. So you're taking action towards communicating something, towards paperwork, which is going to be very important, I feel like. So that's another thing I can see. Before we go into the energy of the other person, because I do know not everybody has, I mean, there is a love relationship, but let's see who this person is, or if this is another part of you at the end of the reading. What I want to have a look now is finances. So what I can see connected to finances is this is in the house of the burden. So there is a little bit of financial burden. And I also see that the other person is somehow connected to your finances. Like I said, maybe this is your energy and you're also very much focused on finances. Or another person is connected in some shape or form to your finances. What we can see here is that everything that is influencing your finances, that might connect to work, it might also connect to how are you spending your money. And for some of you, this is about a move. So movement, house, complications and delays. So some sort of taking action towards movement, transitioning phase connected to your home might cause complications connected to your business, not your business, finances. And that might be the burden. So business can go in some shape or form into the family, into the home, maybe a move. Business, I always say business, I don't mean business, I mean finances. Finances could go into traveling, maybe you need to travel. Could be traveling for work or for working on something. And also the steps that you're going to take, they will require a certain amount of money. And I do see there are some twists and turns, some complications or delays when it comes to finances. I do see very destined energy that might refer to this other person and a cut. Maybe your finances you work really hard for and it's challenging you a bit. Maybe finances are moving into you making a clean cut. At the end, I feel like things are going to balance out. There I also feel like there is the financial burden, and I feel like it's emotionally draining as well. It might mean that you receive help from the other person, possibly foreign countries, foreign country, a journey, transitioning phase, connected to the other person as well, is involved in your finances. And I do see there's help and support, possibly from this person, connected to the transitioning phase and your finances. Let's have a look. This person seems to be very friendly and supportive. Maybe somebody from a foreign country, maybe somebody who's very adventurous or is themselves in a transitioning phase. Like I said, have a look, have a feel. Is this you, or is this another aspect of you, or is this another person in your life? Being offered help in the future or connected to reaching a goal. Being offered help, maybe to create success, taking the necessary steps into now long-term goals. That's something I can see here. What is connecting you is a solution for the future. So the key is basically finding solutions, finding answers, opening up doors. So there are doors opening up in the future between the two of you, depending if this is another person or this is just you. So that would mean that doors are opening up in the future and you're going to find now solutions and answers for success, for doors opening up. We do have the Sun card here as well. Something being brought to light. Could be also being positive, happiness, success. Then we see there could be a successful strategy for a cut. But it could also mean something being brought to light, connected to that situation. Again, I know I said this now a couple of times, but since I am, of course, reading all of the cards and I just need to go through all of the possibilities how you can read the cards, I need to repeat this again. So being a little bit torn, the question, is this right, is this wrong? Maybe there's something not quite right, connected to a cut. Sometimes this can be an ex-person being trouble here. But especially since I see these cards, there could be, like I said, maybe there's an ex-person. That is, because the scythe can talk about an ex. And in that regards, if this is the house of the scythe, house of an ex, and this is the person who's causing trouble. This might be another woman, but it could also stand for manipulation. Somebody who's want to take, like, control a situation. So maybe that is something that is in a way influencing this other person. and you, which again, it's quite interesting because we do have the control energy here as well. But making a clean cut or some sort of cut could be a bit complicated. And maybe you're asking yourself what the right approach is for this situation. Or this person could ask themselves, is this the right approach for this situation? Because it seems to be a bit complicated. All right, I do feel like we went through all of the energies now. I do hope you resonate with the reading. I do hope you love this Lenormand style as much as I do. I think it's just fascinating. And if you would like to see more of the Lenormand here on this channel, then please leave a like, comment or subscribe to the channel so that I can see you guys next time.